In this video, I will share with you 15 budgeting goals that are very specific, attainable, that you can set to have more financial success in the next year or two. Welcome to Efficiency and Organization, the channel where we talk about everything to do with being well planned, being efficient, being organized, having goals, having systems. That way you can achieve success in any aspect of your life. So while I am talking to you, you're going to see several SMART goals for budgeting on display on your screen. If it switches too fast, make sure you pause and that way you can read it. The idea is for you to look at the samples, to look at all the examples of these SMART goals, and to choose up to 3 to work on at one time. Any more than that, you're going to get overwhelmed. Please don't work on more than 3 SMART goals at one time. In fact, you could do 1 or 2. It's probably a better idea. Over time, maybe what can happen is you can have these systems developed that will be more like routine. They will be things that you do all the time in your daily life to be successful. What I love about SMART goals is they are very specific, they are measurable. So all the examples that you're seeing, they have a number tied to them. So it's very easy to monitor your progress. Like if it says something like, I will save $500 in the next 8 months for an emergency fund, for example, right? You can monitor that. You can say, okay, am I on track? It's already like month number 3. Am I on track to save the $500? What do I need to do differently to save that money? So that's one thing that's really effective with SMART goals. So they're measurable, they're specific, they're actually attainable. So you can take the goal examples I'm sharing with you and you can readjust, you can make up your own. So if you don't like the idea of, let's say, $500 for an emergency fund, maybe you say, you know what, no, 500 is nothing. I want to save 1,000. Great. Adjust it to fit your needs. These goals have to be realistic and they have to be time bound. So all the examples I'm sharing with you have some kind of a time factor, time limit, a deadline associated with them. So that way you can hold yourself accountable for achieving them. Okay, and I want to share with you what I do with goals to make sure I monitor my success. Okay, so step number 1, I write them down. My goals are all written down so that way I can make sure that I can achieve them. After writing them, which I'm sharing the template that I use in the description of the video that you can download and use. Once you download, you write down what your goals are and how you're going to achieve them, like every week, every 2 weeks, whatever it may be. Then you have to monitor. So like with me, if I'm not checking on myself like once every 2 weeks or so, I'm gonna go like get distracted and not work on goals. That's actually one of the main reasons people do not accomplish goals. Their New Year resolutions, for example, is because they set a goal that's a really effective one, but they don't stay with it. They get distracted, life happens, and then they just they forget about it. But for me, monitoring is very important. So what I do is my planner is like my everything, right? So like I come here and once every 2 weeks, I write down monitor goals. So I go, usually it's the 1st and the 15th of every month. 1st and the 15th of every month, I write down monitor goals. So then I look at my goals, I go, okay, am I on track with this one? Am I on track with that one? So give it a try, maybe that'll work for you. If you're not like a paper planner kind of a person, why don't you go into your calendar, either your Microsoft Outlook calendar, Google Calendar, whatever you use, but you gotta use something or another, right? For planning purposes. So use whatever works for you, but go in once every 2 weeks, check your progress. If you want, you can even do it every week. Maybe you can put a reminder every Saturday morning, every Sunday morning to review your goals. And they don't have to be just for budgeting goals. They could be for any goals. You just go and review and then you try to see if you're on track or if you're not on track. On this channel, I have a lot of videos on goals and I'm gonna continue to share more and more. If there are any ideas for goals, any changes, any parts of your life that you think it would help to get examples of goals for, please make sure you share that in the comments. If any of these goals that I'm sharing with you that you see on the screen resonate with you, please comment on those, because on this channel we are a community where we all learn from one another. So if you comment, not just myself but other viewers can see it too and can learn. That way we can all be financially successful, be financially independent together. That is all I have for this video, and I will catch you in the next one.